Beneath the stars, it's not raining. That's really good. So we'll see how we go. And so here we Monday 7 p.m. Tropical Nomad. So tonight we have an incredible guest, Brother Rey. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
So now Rey, as you know, the amateur boxing national amateur boxing champion of Indonesia.
Youth actually.
Youth.
Yeah.
Good. And so question for you. So maybe people here don't know who you are. Maybe they don't even know boxing. Maybe not. But where were you born in Indonesia, and how many family members are you?
So I was born in Sulawesi, but actually I have a Balinese blood as well from my dad. And then my mom from Sulawesi Island, Sulawesi province. And then I was born there and then raised there like 10 years and then come here.
Got it.
And then I just have a sister and then my mom now. My dad's already passed away for like years ago. Okay.
Got it, brother. Got it. So boxing. So was boxing something that you were like interested in from like very young? Like, did you watch it on TV, or like how did boxing come into your life?
Oh, that's an interesting question. First time I know about boxing, so it's coming from the church. So my mom has a friend, so all the family is a big boxer family, something like that. And then like a few times going to church when I was kid, and then my mom just told, look at that guy, that's an Indonesian boxer, this is champ. Like, oh yeah, I'm not interested yet because first time I come to the church there is no ring in the ground floor, but now they have. And then after that they try to make a camp over there, and then now every time I come to the church and then see like people train, the boxer train, and then make me more like I'm interested to join, like. And then I come to my mom and then my dad, like, I want to join boxing. Like, for what? Like, you like first time, and then you introduce me to this family. Look at that's boxer. Don't you happy like when I'm like join to the like doing something positive, like become a athlete or just maybe for fitness, something like that. And then my mom just first time, Mom, are you serious? Like I saw in her face like want to crying, like oh my kids, like my kids want to like doing boxing now, like and then I just said that's alright, just for fitness, something like that. I just said like and then after like few years train, like 2 years, and then I silently going to the competition without my mom now. And then that's all. And then I come to the house, and then Mom, I just went to the competition and then I win, and then and then he just saw it. Okay, now I got like trust from my mom, something like.
So what I'm hearing is that so it started with church, and there wasn't a ring there, right?
Yeah.
And but there was something in you which was like like there's something about boxing that. There's something that grabbed you, right? And then your parents or your mom was probably too scared, like, oh, my son, my son, it's gonna get hurt. It can't get hurt. He's my only son, my youngest son. And then you were training. Oh, just for training, Mom. Just for training. I won't be fighting anybody.
I said like that.
Just for training, and then you entered a competition, and then you won the competition, right? And then your mom found out, but by then it was okay because your mum was like, well, I guess he won the competition. He's not punch drunk, right? He still talks normally.
I talk normally and then come like still very clean, like my face still clean, and then oh really, like I don't see you like after fight with someone, like after fight, like something like that. And then like I was like I'm lucky as well because my coach and then I got two coach, and then the other one become a priest now. Yeah, become priest, and then that's why they make a boxing place on the second floor and on the first floor of the church. So it's aiming for like can reach kids from the street, for give a bit of purpose, and then maybe a bit so maybe they can asking what in the second floor is the church. Maybe you can try to come as well. Maybe if you want, but the point is just give kids for lesson and then make their life more meaningful from boxing. That's my coach want to. Something like that.
Got it, brother. And
you got what I mean?
Yeah, because it's really powerful, right? Yeah. So we haven't spoken that much, you and I, but I grew up in London, right, with in two children's homes, from 6 months of age to 18, 18 years, and so I met a lot of kids, right, who were, let's say, doing things that people didn't understand, right, or didn't appreciate. Some of the kids were really violent. Some of the kids were fighters, karate, kung fu, kickboxing, boxing. So I got exposed to a lot, and one of the things which I found with kids like that who maybe have a tough upbringing at home, a boxing ring, a football pitch, right, a kickboxing class. You can find yourself in there. It's just you, right, and you can get your emotion and energy and anger, right. So it's super powerful, and the fact that the church is doing, which I think is a really great thing to do, because that's where you go for faith, right, and the church is trying to reach out to the community and be relevant.
That's the point.
So I think it's a really powerful thing to do, and I love it, right, because I think that's when you get the anger out, then you can really start to look at your life in a different way. It can change your life completely. Actually.
So I learned many things from boxing. That boxing changed a lot changed my life a lot. Like if I don't do boxing right now, for example, from when I was kid, and then now this corona, and then two, 3 years ago, I was break from boxing, rest, and then I'm back to work. I'm working to the people, to company, working as a barista, making a coffee, and then while doing boxing, and then now, last year we got corona, and then they fired all the people that work with them, and then I'm lucky. I still have some skill to work, to provide myself to survive. It's boxing, so I can train people to the home to the home, to the gym, as a freelance. Not too much, but I can survive until now. Boxing so much saved my life.
Wow. An interesting thing is that how we met was kind of funny, right? Because I was out running in the neighborhood where I live, right? And at the bottom of the hill, I saw this big hill, and I thought, you know what? I'll do some runs up that hill. And then I jogged down the hill, and I was about to run up, and then I heard this, "Hey, hey, mate!" And I looked over and I saw this great this beautiful girl and a whole bunch of guys. I saw you. I thought, oh, that looks interesting. And then they said, you're the guy from SpeakuP Monday. And I said, what? How did you know that? And then we got talking to some English guys and so on. And then I met you, and she was like, look, Rey's amazing, and I thought I've seen you before actually. And she was like, hey, you should get him on the show. And I said, well, of course, because it's all about Indonesia.
It's beyond of my expectation. It's so serious. I was thinking come to the community, and then we talk on the table, we talk live, and then it's oh wow, now I still make me more nervous.
I know you're like, oh, you know,
Something so
I know, little chat over here, you know, nothing crazy. We have a little chat. You come here and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 6 lights.
Yeah.
There's like a TV monitor. There's like a phone. There's like 2 cameras. It's like, what the hell? I know, like it's funny because so when we started this off. This is number 88, you know, like, yeah, so there was literally, you know, like very, very simple, you know, like at one point when Corona first hit and all events were banned, it was literally just on my phone doing Facebook Live. So me on one end and my guest on the other. And it was frustrating because the internet would drop in and out. Like, I didn't catch that. And it's like sometimes it would drop out completely. So then all the people that are tuned in are just, boom, just gone, nothing. Let me try and come. So it was very difficult. And then I met Itchy and the guys from Tropical Nomad, and we just had a great idea to put this together and to work together. And that's why now it's a lot more serious. But the essence is still the same. It's just about getting to know people, you know, who've got something cool going on about them, and you've got something really great going on about you. And like I love the fact that, you know, like boxing, and you're giving it back. I know that you're teaching people how to box. And this thing about boxing that I found when I was boxing was it just gives you more of a sense of calm.
Yeah.
Right? Because you know that you can do damage to people, and you know you don't have to, and you know that anyone, no matter what the size, can be deadly. So it's not like, oh, that guy's small, I can pick on him, or that guy's big, I shouldn't pick on him. It's like you learn to respect people, no matter what the color, no matter what the size, no matter if they've got muscles, no muscles, it doesn't matter. Beer gut, no gut, hair, no hair, no matter what the color of the skin. And that's one thing which I loved and still love about boxing and all those sports, that it is about the person. It's not about what they bring. I mean, do you find that true?
Like, it's like I do boxing because I want to do sport, not like doing for fight on the street, you know, like not first time in my thought why I do boxing, because I want to earn money, because my family not really, you know, like we live in struggle as well. Like I can't asking money with my dad, with my mom as easy as I want, you know, like. Then I was thinking like how I can get money. And then when I was like 13 years old, and I saw, this boxing, okay, maybe if I could do better in here, I could do something. And then every time I come walking to the gym, like not too far, like 3 kilometers by walking, is when I was like 13 years old, walking every day, 2 times a day. And then my coach just trusts me, like, hey, I think you're like a bit not bit, like talented, like, yeah, maybe you should to try going to competition, my first competition. And then I won until bring me to the like Bali competition, and then going to the national competition, and then until join to the national team as well, like 5 years, 6 years ago.
And like you know, did you ever kind of dream, right?
Yeah, like dream. I just want to, like, you know, provide myself, like something like that, like maybe because I'm not really know about the sport life. So what's people like do this competition. Okay, after that I know, like, they want to be champ, they want to gold medals, they want to do this one, they want to go into the Olympic, they want to do like the international. Now change my mind. It's not about all the money that I want, like maybe it's just change, but maybe I can make more good prestation, like, you know, like now national champion, and then going to my worst dream, like going to the Olympic, but I cannot. Like too much good people beyond me, like, you know.
you know, you know, I was looking at it was an interview with the Facebook guy, so Mark Zuckerberg, right, the guy and it was about 2.5 minutes long. And
sorry?
about 2.5 minutes long, so
Okay.
quite short.
Yep.
But it was really interesting. It was 3 days ago, actually, and it's something that comes up now. And what he was saying was that when he started Facebook, he wasn't thinking about, like a multi-billion-dollar company that's going to be kicking ass all over the world.
Yep.
What he was thinking about was creating a social platform
Yep.
where him and his friends could talk,
Yep.
right, on their campus,
Yep.
right? But then they kept on going.
Okay.
Right, just one more step, and then it became a little bit. And he said, I wonder if somebody would take this idea that I've got within the campus and make it available to the rest of the world. He didn't think it was him.
Okay.
He didn't think it was him, but he just thought, I wonder if someone would do that one day, because it could be a good idea.
Yeah.
And then he kept on going, meaning he kept on taking one more step, right?
Yeah.
So then he got another guy involved, right, who was good at analytics, who was good at trying to, working out traffic, and he kept on going. And as the months went by, he never thought about a massive billion-dollar company ever.
Yeah.
But as the months went by, he just made one more step,
Yep.
and then one more step. So I guess the moral of the story is that what you just said about, I can't go to the Olympics, I can't do that. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because if you just take one more step,
Yep.
who knows when it's going to end, right? Because again, one of the things I love about boxing is that, it's about mastery, right? In other words, there's always something more to learn.
Yeah.
Always, right? No matter what level you're at. And I got to a fairly good level, but then I acknowledge that there's still a lot more for me to learn, right?
Yeah.
So then I know that should I decide to go back into boxing, but it would be a case of just taking one step at a time, not getting ideas of like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be this, just one more step, one more competition, one more step, one more competition, one more step, one more competition.
When you're looking back and then, wow, that's why,
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Quite often we can get stuck, right, in thinking that, I'm here now, but I want to go there, and I'm so far away. And then you're like, oh, right? But what you forget is that don't look forward, look back and see where as you just said, look to where you've come from. And you're like, man, I came from a kid walking 2 hours a day, right, to school, 13 years of age, training, and my coach said, maybe you've got some talent here, huh? Maybe you could do this. And then you're thinking, well, maybe I'll try. You took one more step, one more training session, enter the competition. Won the competition, more training, into another competition. Next thing you know, you're national champion, and now you're in the national team. So you know what? Who knows how far you can go? But if you just take one more step every day, who knows where you're going to end up in 2 years' time, 3 years' time.
I trust it because when I was back from the national competition, I won from that, and then I think like I don't make any difference, but I know I was win, and then I thought like when I can join national team, like I thinking that while I'm doing training in the gym, but in my mind always thinking I want to join national team. I already youth national champion, why I cannot join? And then after that, after few months, what I dreaming for, just the boxing association Indonesian just called me hey, are you Rey? Are you won this fight before, right? Blah blah blah. And then, oh yeah, just prepare yourself. You we choose you to join with us. That's unbelievable. What you think for it's gonna be make you. You think, you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. It's like 1 minute. Who would expect that?
Yeah. Right? You can be what you think. You know what I mean.
Yeah. So you
just
can be.
Give benchmark to yourself.
Yes. So another way of looking at that is you can be whatever you want to be, which you said, right? So that's what you said. And then what you're saying is don't limit yourself.
Limit yourself. Yeah.
Don't limit yourself. Yeah, and that's a powerful message, brother. Because
Yeah.
there's people, who be watching this, who maybe, and this is why we do this, right? So we have people like yourself, who are doing something in life, who are up to something in life, to learn something as well. Because like your story to me is incredibly inspiring, right? Because no, it is.
Thank you.
Well, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Because like your story is that of like a kid from Sulawesi, right, from a different background, but it's like, hey, I have an opportunity, and I took my opportunities.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't take their opportunities either.
Yeah.
They're like, I'll do something else. I'll do something else, right? But you did the hard work, because boxing training is not easy.
Yeah.
It takes something physical, mental, emotional, encouragement, and courage to face yourself.
Yeah. That's the point. That's the point. Every time you walk to the ring, something that make you scary, it's from your mind, not from your opponent. Yeah, because you're gonna meet the audience, something like you always every day you sparring with different people in the gym, like you even don't know each other. It's same, like you sometimes make better. Sometimes you got sparring with someone that better than you, something like that. So why you have to scary? But that something that made me scared is my mind. My mind, because you know what? Sometimes you don't trust your ability. You can make it, you can do it, something like that. Your opponent is just small like this. You work harder. The competition just few minutes. You train like 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours sometimes in a day. Like, yeah, it's like about the mental maintenance.
And then for those people who might be stuck around that mental, is there anything that you do to overcome that mental doubt?
Yeah, mental. Repeat again.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So then when we have that doubt in our mind, maybe I can't do this.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm never gonna achieve this. Maybe the guy I'm sparring with is just gonna beat me up. But I've still got to get into the ring and spar with him. So for you, is there a way that you find the courage to step into the ring?
It's funny, but I got my encouragement after I got my first punch on the ring.
Wow.
That's all. Like, okay, that's all. Okay. Now I know. Like,
Well, so what you're saying,
but like that.
yeah. So it's funny because the question that popped up before was about when you get punched, because I remember when I was sparring a bit, and you're there training against a bag is different, but then when you get hit, it's like you feel it and it changes things, right?
Yeah.
But what you're saying is that the moment that you're hit is when you step up,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. It makes me like, damn. Oh, I got hit, and then okay, I have to win. I have to make something effort with this. Like I have to give a good resistance with my opponent. Like that. I don't want to lose. So you hit me, and then I know what I have to do. Like I'm scared. I'm stand to the ring with scare. I'm still get hit to my opponent. Even I'm courage to hit them, I still get hit. What are you gonna choose? Hit or just keep scare with your opponent? Better you hit your opponent, right?
And I find that why I love sport as well is because I find that sport, the things we learn in sport, is a little bit like life.
Yeah.
Right? So in life, right, COVID hit you.
Yeah.
You got me?
Yeah.
But just like in the ring, you were not like, I'm out, I'm done.
Yeah.
You were like, well, COVID hit me. I can't ask my dad or my mum for money.
Yeah.
I need to find a way myself.
Yeah.
What is it that I know what to do? The bar, okay, they fired everybody,
Yeah.
so now no one has a job. Now, again, that's another punch, you know, really. But then what you did, because you have the mindset,
Yeah.
is that, right, well, I'll take the boxing that I know and the fitness that I know,
Yeah.
and then I'll train people and make money that way.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like before, yeah, it's like maybe it's already like my destiny, like 2 years before COVID. No, I have mine like, oh, I'm boring work with people, like, you know, like you work on shift and then sometimes you got different opinion with your partner, and then it's so boring, you know, like it's not what I want, you know, like I going back, I'm work to people because it's like just because I need something refreshing after break from boxing, after back from the national team, and then I'm a bit depressed because only like this that I can get from boxing, nothing else. And then maybe I have to try to work, you know, and then work, refreshing, forgetting about boxing, and then working to people. And then after 2 years work, and then I'm already become boring about my life, working to people, make a coffee, something like that. And then I'm thinking like, I still can. And then I came to the boxing competition, watch my friend the competition, and then, you know, like there is like vibration, like, you know, oh God,
I miss it.
yeah, I really miss it. I want like people shout on me, Ray, come on, you can do it, like something like that, like okay, that's what I want, like. And then the day after, and then I'm back to the gym, train in the like 2 years, not 3 years not doing exercise sport, and I'm big like this, like 80 kilos, also like me.
Oh, 80 kilos.
Yeah, and then my coach just come see me from the far, and then are you serious, want to back to boxing? Yeah, I'm serious, like I will show you, like okay. And then train until back in shape, become lean again, get my endurance back, and then get my first competition. But I'm still working as a bursa because I still need support, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm start again.
Yeah.
We start from zero. And then after that, got some competition. After I got corona, we got corona, and then got fired. And then I'm not stuck because I know before, like I got 3 jobs. I'm doing as a barista. I'm work as a trainer, but still like part-time in the fields, but maybe like 4 hours a week, something like that. And then train boxing, do boxing competition. And then I got corona, I got fired, but not lost. I don't lost my mind what I have to do. I just stay in home like 1 week without job, and then okay, I know I have to do like go teach people, give private training with people, to people in their home, something like that. And then yeah, I'm so grateful, like still facing until still survive until now, something like that. And then give me boxing so much, give me encouragement, confidence to facing my life. I'm still feeling safe right now, like I doesn't need to worry about my day for tomorrow, something like that.
You know, Ray, like thank you, brother.
Yeah.
So what I really respect about you, right? Another thing is that, you know, so I'm still learning to speak Bahasa, right?
Yeah.
And those who know me know that, you know, I know 3 like words, right? Bineka Tunggal Ika. That's it.
Yeah, Bineka Tunggal Ika.
Yeah.
Bineka Tunggal Ika.
Yeah, which are 3 great words. Right? They're great words. I love it. But and I speak Italian fluently. Used to speak French. English comes and goes. But the fact of the matter is that English is your second or third language, right? So we're having this, and you were nervous to begin with, yet you still faced your fear, right? And we're talking now, right? And I can hear you, and I can understand you perfectly.
Thank you so much.
But it takes courage, right? Now sometimes you don't realize that, but it does, right? And it's again, it's not through doing the things that we know how to do. It's the
Sorry.
yeah.
Repeat again.
Yeah, all good. So it's courage. Courage to me is like, it's not doing the things that we know how to do.
Yeah.
It's approaching the things that we don't know how to do or not confident doing.
Yeah.
Where we really get to gain courage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I just wanna okay, I have to do this. I don't know what happened, but let's try first. You never know if you don't try. That's right. But I got good. What to say? Good. People orang kayak kasih respon. Okay, good response from people. Good response from people okay, wow, this is interesting. Train boxing in the home, okay. And then I got a lot of people want to do it.
Yeah. And the people,
I was stopped as well because I don't have any connection, channeling, something like that. How I can promote myself, and then I just promote share, and then okay. Well, it's easy like that, and then okay, let's do this.
Yeah. Because Novita and all the guys, they love you. They're like, Rob, this guy's an amazing trainer, and you're really really good at what he does, and really able to show us, what to do, and that they all feel better through doing it. Right? Better, they feel better in their body, feel better in their skin, and feel like they're making progress. And but then the mental is so much more powerful than that.
Yes,
so mentally they're getting strong, because when your arms are right, and you're saying, okay, keep the arms up, keep your arms up, and keep hitting the pads, and your shoulder, and your arms, you go, but physically beyond where you think you can go.
But I can get doing with your heart. If you're basically cannot doing what you do, doing it with your heart. If you're doing with your heart, as weak you are, if you're doing with your heart, you must be can do it. Even but you're doing with your heart, you must be. You can do it. You can do it.
And then so staying on that about doing it with the heart. So is that something that you learned doing it with?
When your mind can say you cannot do it, but your heart, do it with your heart. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So your mind's going nuts. Yeah. Don't listen to it. Go to here. Yeah. Got it, man.
Because from your belief, if you believe something from here, and then you can do it anything. You, as fuck as you looks like, but you still believe I can do it. You're you must be can do it. I've been folk very damageful, but I just want to finish it until last round. I even don't know what gonna be happen. I'm win or not. Just I want to do it until finish. That's mental and about your heart, about your belief. Don't just quit first. If you still stand, if you still fight. It's not about you fight in the ring. It's you still fight for your life. Just do it.
Yeah. Got it, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so where do you think that came from? So your parents. So which one of your parents was like that? Was one of your parents just strong with the heart, and the other one not?
My mom. She's a strong woman. My mom is I can say she's a work alone. During my dad been sick 15 15, almost 15 years old. After almost 15 years, and then cannot work, cannot do something, just laying on the bed, something like that. And then I saw my dad, so I cannot. So I have to fight for myself. I cannot expect something from my parents if like this, like I have to fight for my own life. I can do, what I can provide with myself what I have, like boxing. I got skill to learn. Maybe I can do better if I do more serious. And then my mom is like very strong woman. She's work alone, like to provide my dad, to buy some support, vitamins, medicine, and then to pay sometimes when he went to hospital. So everything is I got motivation from my mom. It's like very strong woman. Strong woman, yeah.
Got it, man. So your mum is incredible, right? So and having to support you, support your dad, support the family, probably working many jobs from what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Right? And just having that will to provide and that will to see you have an opportunity.
Yeah.
Right?
The one that I really love from my mom is the confidence. Like every time she saw the opportunity or jobs, and I say I can do this, and then but I know he can do that, but she said like I can do this, just need some like technique or technically, like like you can just arrange better and then you can do this, and then okay, let me see. And then sometimes he make a mistake, but it's not the point. The point is like she's really confident, want to try first, like she want to try first.
And that is like a trait, and that trait's so powerful, right? And that's what you've got. So with boxing, barista,
and
training.
People surround me as well, from my coach, and then one of my coaches like he was a Olympian, now become a priest, and then sometimes motivate me from my soul, my spirit. Yeah, he's a Christian, as Christian, and then my coach as well. Yeah, train me in the gym as well. Same, he is a brother, and then good. It's very give me like positive things, and like encourage me.
Got it, man. And then when it comes to your faith, so Christianity, right? So a Christian. So what does your faith give you? Like, how does it make you feel?
Faith, you talk as a Christian. There is something that I read from the Bible. Ask, then I give you.
Got it.
So it's mean that if not, I just ask. You have to work for it, and then you ask, and then he gonna provide you. Yeah.
So that one is the ask and it shall be given.
Yeah.
Right?
So I have some story for you about my life. When I was back from the national team, so I said I with the press, and then I become homeless like 1 year. Not my family, just me. I'm not like cannot accept myself in my house, and then I will decide to go out from my house because maybe I'm too depressed, stressed about thinking about my life, like. And then I sleep on the street. I sleep in the warehouse sometime, but when I wake up, help the owner clean the warehouse so I can sleep there for another day. And then short story, and then about my faith. I'm tired, live like that, and then I decide to maybe I can rent the house, not the house, the flat, small room, but I don't have any job yet. I tried like 3 months ago before, and applied to one small warung, like, but selling coffee as well. But I don't have any experience, and then not call me after next 4 year after that, and then I try, okay, just try. I don't wanna sleep on the warehouse anymore, or sometimes sleep in front the in front of shop sometimes. And then I come to my house lord was my house lord. Can I stay here? But I don't have money to pay now, like maybe next month, because I'm lying to her, like I start working now, but I'm not working yet, like. But when I'm sleep, like there's a simple word that I said, oh God, like I'm feeling so surrender, like God, I just need work, I just really need work, and then just falling asleep. Then when I was wake up in the morning, my phone exactly behind my face, and then just I got one message, and then, do you still interested to work as a barista in my place? And then, wow, that's incredible.
Wow.
I don't believe, like, that's why I said, like, if you ask, he gonna give you.
Amazing story.
It's not like my first time do that. I got second as well, same. Because, but now the second one I know, like I have to go to pray, like I'm going to the cathedral, because I was got a fight as well, because sorry, oh my God, good, sorry. Good. Okay, and then sorry. Then I'm going to the dormitory place. It's like private room to pray. God, and then I asked, like, I really want to work. I don't want to stay for long without a job, like. And then after that, in the afternoon, I got the phone call from Jakarta. I got hi Rey, yes, congratulations, you got you are approved. Kamu keterima. Yeah, you got approved from, like, maybe she was saying, like, from 300 something people, like, okay, maybe the 300 people don't want to get the job, maybe I'm the last option. Okay, I don't know, but yeah, that's why, like, that's what like, okay, that's my fight. I said, like, if you want, just ask to him, like, yeah. I'm not really, like, like really strict about religion, but my family does really strict. Even my mom, like, always, like, drag me when I was kid, drag me wake up in the morning, going to church, follow my family or my grandpa. But now I'm not really. Maybe I have to work sometime in the weekend, like I don't have time, and then, but I believe, like, but I'm still trust with what I believe, like I don't forget it, but yeah. But sometimes I just skip every weekend going to the church. But it's not the point, like, you can pray to everywhere, in everywhere.
as a young kid growing up in a kids' home, as I mentioned, so one of the person who was in charge of the children's home, like the governor or the governoress, a lady called Gail Brooks, who then got married to become Gail Franklin. She was like a massive Christian, you know. So me and my sister, I grew up with my sister in the children's home. We'd always have to go to church, you know, our local church, and I sang in the school choir. I sang in the church choir. I had to learn most of the Bible. You know, I still, right, you remember that, right?
Like that when I was kid, every Christmas, I'm joined to the choir team. Play some drama, like, you know, like something like that. Yeah,
you know, but it's amazing because, you know, like right now where I sit, I believe that it's not just one. You know, many people have got a different route, and you know, I give respect to all, but I have to acknowledge, right, that I'm glad that I grew up that way, because there are certain things that were going in, you know, like that one, you know, ask and it shall be given. Like there are certain things which I still believe to this day to be true, right? The fact that you need to put effort towards something, right? It's not just a case of just sitting back and going, hey, give it to me. Why aren't you giving it to me? You know, and doing nothing about it. It's about making, you know, a decision and asking when you need help, but also going out and getting it. You know, putting the effort, making the effort, you know, to go training, making the effort, you know, when you don't want to train, to still go training. Right? It's these things that I believe were also instilled in me, were given to me when I was younger by doing those things, right? And I see that in you. And so the question that comes up for me is that, you know, do you believe in giving back?
Yeah.
Yeah, and is there anything that you're doing in that area at the moment to give back, or anything that you would like to do?
Sorry, I don't get it.
Yeah.
What, okay.
Yeah, so like giving back is that, you know, you're here now out of the grace of God. You're here now because you put effort. Yeah, is that something you want to share to maybe kids, other kids growing up, or other people?
Yeah, I believe like maybe like my experience, like, you know, God can give me experience maybe to can share to people. So sometimes, yeah, you just cannot, like, you know, like depends to yourself. Like if you, sometimes you like there is something greater than in this like nature, like you can, you know, rely yourself, you know, like you pray to the God, and then they're gonna help you as well. Not just put your own effort. It's like, you know what I mean.
I know it. Yeah. It's like
don't just rely to your own strength.
Yeah.
But you have to pray as well. Don't forget.
Yeah. So it's like this, you're co-creating, right?
Yeah.
So it's you and God working together to get to a point, right? And so it's not just you by yourself trying to push.
Yeah.
It's not just you saying, I'm going to sit here, do nothing, and hope that someone else does it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a mix of those two things together.
Yeah, there's like some quotes says that it's like already classic. You sometimes like already read like, do what you do and then God do the rest of it. That's what I mean, something like that. You do what you have to do and then let God do the rest of it.
Got it.
So you just, it's mean like you pray as well, you know, like I need this. They know what you need, he know what you need, but sometimes he need you ask for him. Yeah.
Got it. And so now you're in touch with your mum still?
My mom?
Yeah, you still talk, communicate. Yeah. Is she proud of you?
Of course. As a mom, maybe sometimes, you know, like she's just like maybe like you know, like as a parent, like like this, but like as a keep in image, you know, like keep their image like as a parents, but maybe inside the deep in their heart, like I believe sometimes maybe they talk about me to their friend. Oh, Ray, this one. I proud. I believe like something.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Love it. And look, if somebody wants to contact you,
okay, wait. And then I believe like I heard from my dad. My dad was a tough guy, like tough parents, like it's like very hard, like if I make a mistake, I just boom, got a mistake, and then just grab your hair and then put in the water like that, push. But when he sit with their friends and then talk about something good on me, that's a parents. Somewhere, maybe different. Maybe all parents has a different way to teach their kids. But my dad is very tough parents. But once I got like or saying something good on me in front of their friends, like that's why like, okay, I know.
It sounds like that you got the heart.
Yeah.
And resourcefulness, right, from your mum. Your mum is like, hey, I can learn that, I can do that. Even if she's never done it before, it's like she looks, she's like, I can do that, and then she does it, right? And it sounds like from your dad, you got that toughness, right? You got that because he was tough, right?
Yeah.
He was tough. So perhaps from your dad, you got that. Not that I have 2 children, right? 4 and 6, and I know that part of what I do affects them for the rest of their life. So I try my hardest. I don't always succeed. I try my hardest to instill what I believe are the best things. Yeah. But sometimes maybe I'm tired. Sometimes maybe, like I run out of patience, and it's like. Right? And not I hit them, but it's like I do something, right? But still, I'm still trying the best I can with what I know. Yeah. And I believe that all parents are like that. So your dad, even though, when I was younger in the children's home, when I used to swear, we used to get soap that you wash your hands with, the soap. Yeah. You have to put it in your mouth, right? Yeah, right? And we're talking like big bar of Shield soap. There's an English guy over here. Maybe you remember the Shield soap? The Australian ones. It tastes good for about the first 5 seconds. 5 seconds. But then the other 45, 50 seconds like, and soap in your mouth, I don't wish it on anyone. It's horrible. Like, it's horrible. So we had that. We had the good old ruler on the hand where I had to slip it on the butt. Because I was a naughty kid, right? I was a naughty kid. So all of those experiences, as much as I hated them at the time, they taught me something. And I feel that that's part of what, because even though they broke me, they never broke my spirit. Yep. Right? Yeah. And your dad, even though he did this, or he did whatever, he never broke your spirit.
Yeah, that's why.
Right? Yeah. So the resilience that you have possibly came from those kind of experiences that your dad did. So in many ways, like you not owe your dad a debt of gratitude, but be thankful, right? Because who you are today is because of what he did, and and your spirit was never broken.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Right?
I don't speak anything. You are exactly right.
Brother man, it's a pleasure. So look, how people watching this now, right? I know there's going to be some people here who are like, I love this guy's energy. I love what's behind him, right? And maybe I want to learn boxing. So how can people contact you if they want to have like some boxing lessons, or maybe some mentoring, or maybe some coaching? Like, what's a good way to get in touch with you?
The easy way, just going to my Facebook, Rey Aditya,
right,
or Instagram, Ray.Aditya18. That's all, and send me a message or my number. But mostly people just send me a message from there.
Great. So they can contact you, Ray, on Instagram and Facebook?
Yeah.
And it's Rey Aditya, so R-E-Y and then A-D-I-T-Y-A.
Dot. Ray between Aditya, there is a dot.
There's a dot. Man, see, I remembered it. Bella, be happy. Wonderful. And look, Ray, so in a minute, so we're drawing to a close now, right? So maybe there's something that you want to say, not yet, just hold it, but think about something that maybe you want to say, that maybe you haven't said yet, or maybe it's something that you just get, I need to say this, right?
Yeah.
In a minute, I'm going to give you a chance to say that, right? And then we're going to say goodbye to everybody afterwards. So just think about it. In the meantime, so guys, Speak Up Monday, every Monday here at Tropical Nomad, 7 p.m. to 8 o'clock, 8:30, however long we go. And next week, amazing guy called Ronnie Potel, Ronnie Potel, P-O-T-E-L, very accomplished businessman, had a major crisis in his life that changed the way he saw the world, and became an instigator of a new world movement, an instigator of a global currency called a movement called Seeds, along with one other guy called Reiki, who's an amazing guy. So we're going to have him here next week having a chat, and he's an amazing guy, much like this one here. So remember, tune in next week and come in person here to Tropical Nomad. We have an in-house audience that you can be part of. So feel free to come about 6:30, grab some food or something, and then sit, and you can ask questions if you have any. All right. So in the meantime, Ray, before it's you, I just want to thank you for saying yes, right? And for having the courage, man. You know, like speaking in a tongue that's not, in a language that's not your own. I know it's very difficult because I've done interviews in Italian, and that hurt me so much. But I was able to do it and you've done really, really well today, right? So I really appreciate you. You're welcome, brother. I really appreciate saying yes. I appreciate Novita and the guys for putting you forward in the first place. So if they're watching this, thank you very much for putting him forward. He's an amazing, you're an amazing person, and
thank you.
Yeah, I really mean it. As someone who, you know, like you embody to me, inspiration, resilience, and not giving up. And like I love the thing that you mentioned about being punched in the ring, and then it just, and then you want to come forward.
Yeah.
Right, and do what you need to do, and in life you do the same thing.
Yeah,
I love that.
So my last word is like, if you can do something, like something opportunity on your face, if you say just do it as hard as you can, because you deserve to be anything that you want. Because like anyone can be anything if you have,
Wonderful, man.
Anyone can be anything. Just go hard with that. Like work hard for that.
Got it. And you know what I love about that as well, what you said about you put effort, and God puts effort as well. So it's two of you, right? Going forward, you putting effort and praying as well.
And don't forget, just don't rely for your strength. Sometimes we need to pray as well, because we are a human. We cannot be arrogant. There is a greater things than us,
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, thank you for time. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, American Gede. Thanks, Tropical Nomad. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.